Oh yes, it's Desperado week. And I thought, you know what? Well, just like my top 16 predictions for this year, I thought, why not me do a prediction on the Desperado tournament this year? I know what some of you are thinking. Oh, but they haven't announced the robots yet on the Battlebots website. Yeah, they technically kind of have on the Discovery website though, with a sweepstake for the Desperado tournament showing all the 8 machines. And, well, pretty much everybody on the Battlebots Reddit is aware of all the machines that will be competing in the Desperado tournament at this point. However, there's only one thing that we know. We know the names of all the machines, but we don't have all the seeds. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to come up with my own seedings for all the machines. And I put them in the bracket and, well, predict who'd win from there. So I think the first thing we should do... Oh, and obviously, before you get into it, major spoiler warning. If you haven't seen the new season of BattleBots, you really need to. I'm going to be spoiling a few things here. So yeah, let's just get right into, well, the seeded machines. Basically, in order, I think seed 1 for the Desperado tournament will be Minotaur. Minotaur, well, runners-up of 2018, semi-finalist of 2016, an all-round a really good machine. That drum is deadly. They haven't really been doing that great this year, though. That drum has really not been effective. But maybe they can show what they're worth in the Desperado tournament. Maybe, maybe not. I mean, well, we'll get into my predictions later. So yeah, Minotaur seed 1. Seed 2 I gave to Black Dragon. Now, this robot, despite having a loss against Texas Twister, that was a really close fight. So it's a pretty strong loss, and also its win against Bloodsport, which might remind you of a machine I initially predicted for the top 16. Not sure they'll make it in now. It completely obliterated them. The drum is vicious and has basically destroyed many machines. Well, I mean, why am I saying many machines? It's destroyed Bloodsport in absolutely brutal fashion. And Bloodsport's a good machine, so they could be one to watch. Hence why I give them the second seed. The third seed I gave to Warhawk, top 16 finisher of last season. They have a victory over Petunia. It wasn't the most impressive victory, but it's still a victory nonetheless. They did obviously lose to Hydra, though. They don't really like flippers too much, but yeah, I gave them the third seed. Fourth seeds I gave to Endgame. Endgame, very, very powerful vertical spinner. They have had past success. A good machine, but they haven't had a victory yet. Mostly due to their reliability problems. Then the fifth seed I gave to Gruff the Dragon. Who's already scored a pretty decent victory over Gemini and Marvin in a rumble, but they lost to Copperhead in, well, a pretty close fight. A very effective machine. The lifter works well and the clamp works well, and it's really tough as well. Sixth seed I gave to Lucky, mostly due to their past success in previous Desperado tournaments. When I say previous Desperado tournaments, I mean one, but they've had past success being runners-up. They haven't really scored a victory yet. Obviously, they got completely destroyed by Bloodsport, which wasn't really the best start for them, but let's be real, when does Lucky ever have a good start? The producers love putting them in against spinners. Then the seventh seed I gave to Captain Shredderator. Not really an impressive machine, which is a shame, because I'm actually one of the few people who like this robot. I feel it has lots of potential. We really remember its fight against Death Roll in the 2016 season, but it really hasn't been able to show off what it can do since then. It hasn't had a victory yet. They kind of broke down against Who and basically got killed by Witch Doctor pretty quickly. And the 8th seed I've given to Ragnarok. Obviously, Ragnarok haven't had a rotten time this season so far. Really not been having a good time, which is such a shame, because I know that Tim Rackett can make great machines. He's made robots like Concussion before, and I just feel just as disappointed as him when Ragnarok broke down. But you never know, they could show off what they're worth in the Desperado tournament. So now, it's time for my predictions. So, I put them all in this bracket, and we have the first seed's Minotaur versus 8th seed's Ragnarok, 4th seed's Endgame versus 5th seed's Gruff the Dragon, second seed Black Dragon versus 7th seed Captain Treaderator, and Warhawk, the 3rd seed, versus Lucky, the 6th seed. So let's get into our first match. So, Minotaur versus Ragnarok. Yeah, this is a pretty easy matchup to decide the victor of. I think it's going to go Minotaur. Pretty easy win for there. Ragnarok, been really unreliable this season. Minotaur should easily capitalise. Then we have the 4th seed's Endgame versus the 5th seed's Gruff the Dragon. This one, also a pretty easy one for me to decide. I honestly can't see Endgame winning this. I'm going to go for Gruff. Endgame, it is a really powerful vertical spinner, but Gruff is a durable machine. Endgame, on the other hand, does not have staying power at all. It broke down against both Death Roll and Ribbot. And I can see it happening here again here. And Gruff basically taking all the hits. Anyway, Black Dragon versus Captain Treaderator. Easy win for Black Dragon. This is kind of like a repeat of Black Dragon versus Bloodsport here. I think they're just going to box rush them, destroy them, shred them, flip them over. Pretty easy stuff. And the final match, Warhawk versus Lucky. Now, this match is extremely close, and honestly, I feel it could go either way. Because, I mean, Warhawk has the spinner, which they can use to clip the wheels of Lucky, but Lucky has that nice flipper. And honestly, due to Warhawk's lack of a Shremek, I've given it to Lucky. I think Lucky could get in a good flip and beat Warhawk, which, as we know, especially after their fights against Bronco and Hydra, they don't like flippers very much. So I'm going to go for Lucky. This was a pretty tough one for me to decide. So now let's go into our semi-final matchups. So our first semi-final matchup is Minotaur versus Gruff the Dragon, 1st seeds versus 5th seeds. This one is going to be a bit of a controversial choice for me, but I actually believe Gruff the Dragon's going to win. Reason why, Minotaur, I like Minotaur, but this season really hasn't been great for them. They've had really bad issues. They've had, I looked past it against Whiplash, because, well, I mean, that's Whiplash, and that was their first fight, but Gigabyte, I thought they were going to beat Gigabyte, surely, but just something went wrong. Their drum wasn't working as it usually does. It wasn't doing the severe damage that we're known for, and honestly, with Gruff's durability, they should be able to get right underneath the sides of Minotaur, lift them up, control the fight, maybe win a judge's decision on aggression and control. Yeah, it would be a close fight, but I don't think Minotaur's going to win because, well, they have been having major issues this season. If they prove me wrong, that's great, because I like Minotaur, but right now, I'm going for Gruff. And for our second semi-final match, Black Dragon versus Lucky. Yeah, Black Dragon's got this. Black Dragon, I think, are just going to totally mash up poor Lucky here. Now, Lucky could get in a flip, but I'm pretty sure Black Dragon's invertible, unlike Warhawk. So, yeah, they should just mash him up, smash him up, and poor Lucky will be no longer. Shame, really. I mean, I'd like to see Lucky in a top 16, but the producers just hate them for some reason. Put them up against an easy opponent for once. And that leaves the grand final, Gruff the Dragon versus Black Dragon. Battle of Dragons here. I just realised that. This is going to be very close, but I honestly believe that Black Dragon's going to win. Yeah, I think Black Dragon is probably going to win the Desperado tournament. Gruff are a good machine. I feel they can survive, but I feel if it goes to a judge's decision, they'd probably lose on damage and aggression. Because, well, Black Dragon is an aggressive machine. You saw how they box rush Bloodsport. I could see them getting right in Gruff's face, causing damage. Gruff will probably get control, but Black Dragon will probably edge it out on damage. So there we go. Those are my predictions for the Desperado tournament. Tell me below what your predictions are. Who do you think's gonna win? If you think my seedings are accurate or not. If you think my predictions are good. If you think they're crap. Just let me know down below, and I'll see you again next time. Probably on Monday, where I'll probably be doing a review of the Desperado tournament, or at least a look back on these predictions to see how accurate I was. Bye bye.